honey bunnies, guys and gals. It is your girl Kristen, aka KL, aka Ray December, coming back at you with another video. The fuck was that? Alright, so I've been gone for a while, but clearly I'm still weird as fuck. So no apologies given. You're here now. So yeah. You guys, I'm so sorry I've been gone. I say this every time. But I've also decided that one thing I want to focus on next year is to make sure that I am making content weekly. So I'm making it a goal of mine to make new videos. Sorry, I feel like I look frumpy. I'm going to be making new videos at least once a week next year. That's 52 videos in the year that you can deal with my quirky, crazy ass. Aren't you fucking excited? Ew. All right, guys. So, okay, now I just look. The fuck? I feel like I should, no, because it doesn't really fit well. Okay, whatever. So, I was not going to make this video. I had so many other topics on top of my mind, but this is the one that spoke to me the most. This is an update to the update about the red flags with the situation with my ex-boyfriend. Boyfriend? He wasn't even a fucking boyfriend. My ex situation. Yes. Y'all, I thought the saga was over. It's not. It's like a trilogy. It's like Hunger Games. May the odds be forever in your favor. I do not volunteer as tribute. Fuck that motherfucking shit. So, anyway, if you're new here, hey, my name is Kristen. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a singer. I'm an actress. I want to be a plus-size model, but my whole channel is about being a plus-size woman, about being a black woman, about being a woman in general. You do not have to be plus-size to enjoy this content because a lot of this applies to all of us as women. But at any point in time, you are watching this video and you're like, damn, I relate to that shit. Please go ahead and click subscribe. I promise y'all, we're going to be out here in 2023 with the content. So your subscribe will not go to waste. Yeah, I wasn't going to make this video. My friend JoJo definitely told me, girl, you need to make a update to the shit. And I'm like, I don't want to make an update to the shit. It's bad. It's bad. Why do I keep dealing with somebody that is just trash as fuck? I'm not a raccoon. So anyways, y'all, here is the update. So first of all, if you haven't watched the first two videos, please go back and watch them. And I don't think I watched bits and pieces of my video to see if I ever said my ex's name or made a fake name for him, and I don't think I did. So we're gonna go with Aaron. Fucking no. Aaron. Aaron. All right. So just a reminder, or just a recap, I met Aaron in college. Our freshman year, we were just friends. There was nothing more to it. He ended up dating somebody that I knew as well. I went to a HBCU, and while the school is big, it's not huge. It's, a lot of times you will know a lot of the people. Sometimes you won't. It's still thousands of people, but when you have, your close circles, you will know who hangs out with who, if that makes sense. So basically after college in 2019, so I graduated 2016. In 2019, we consistently kept matching on dating apps, and at that point it was just like funny, like, oh, why the hell do we keep matching with each other? And then one day he just was like, so when are you gonna let me take you out? I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I thought he was still with his ex, and turns out he wasn't. Why? Because he's an ain't shit nigga. All right, anyway, back to the story. So went through a lot with him. We dated for a little less than a year. And he was just, meh. Like, we lived 10 minutes away from each other. I would see him maybe once or twice a month. He always said he was busy. He was always broke. I was always very willing to come out of my pockets to help him with stuff because I loved him and I wanted to help him. But, he just overall was not a good partner. I don't think he's a good partner for anyone, but especially not for me. I will tell you guys what happened recently. And by recently, I mean within the last few months. I know it's tragic. I was dealing with another situation. I had another boyfriend who I was with for a long time, about 2 years, and that's a story in itself. I don't know if I ever tell that one, but I was really in love with that person. It didn't work out. And then back in the summertime, I was like, you know what? Like, I kept having dreams with my ex here and there. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Is this a sign that I'm supposed to be talking to him? Nah. The sign said, stop, bitch. So why the hell did I go? It wasn't even a damn traffic sign. It wasn't a traffic light. It wasn't no red, yellow, green. It was a fucking stop sign. Anyway, I basically started communicating with him again. So right when COVID started, I would say a couple of months after we had stopped dealing with each other. So this was probably June 2020. And he calls me. He's like, I want to be with you now. I've had so much time to think in quarantine. And now I know I want to be with you. And by that time, I was dealing with this other person. I'm like, nah, nigga, the train is gone. Beep, beep. Trains don't go beep, beep. Choo, choo. Choo, choo. It's gone. It's gone. Basically, in, I think it was like August, September of 2020, we started seeing like, okay, could we work things out? It was the same bullshit, y'all. It was the same, like, I don't have time to see you. I'm doing school, or, I'm in grad school, and I'm a teacher, and I don't have the time. He doesn't sound like that. Why does that sound like Yogi Bear? Y'all, you would think I was lit right now. I'm not even lit. I'm just fucking weird. So we started communicating again. He's a streamer, which is on Twitch. Twitch is like a platform that a lot of gamers go on to and, basically live stream them playing games. And I became a streamer too during this time. Also very December on Twitch, shameless plug. And I started basically being a part of his community as well. He had a lot of Black friends who played the same games, and they were all very active, and basically I started, hanging out with them too and talking with them in Discord, talking with them through stream and stuff like that, and playing games with them. There's one girl in particular who really, I don't know what it was. She made me cringe. I don't know. So we're going to call her, got a lot of names I want to call her, but we're not going to. We're going to call her Beatrice, because she looks like a Beatrice. Beatrice. Gertrude? No, we're going to call her Beatrice. So remember, there's Aaron and there's Beatrice. Beatrice is one of his friends who also streams. And I didn't really think much of it, except I kind of would see her flirting in the chat with him a little bit. And I didn't really think that much of it, because when I would talk to him about it, he's like, no, that's my friend. It is nothing going on there. Yada, yada, yada. And a couple times I said some stuff in the chat. So here's an example. It's really the only one I can think of off top of my head. So when me and Aaron were in our situation, we had started watching Umbrella Academy. This was like season 1. We started watching Umbrella Academy season 1 together. And in the Discord, Beatrice was talking about how like the whole group is supposed to be watching some show in Discord or whatever. And I basically made a joke like, oh, remember when we were supposed to be finishing Umbrella Academy, because we never did. And she was like, oh, y'all watch shows together. And so I'm not thinking that much of it. I'm thinking he got a nosy ass friend who wants to know what's the tea between me and him. And that's pretty much what I gathered from it. Okay. Moving forward, that won't it. I started to get curious. It just, the energy I got from her was very like territorial, like this was her man. And I was just like, what the fuck's going on? And so I asked him about it. And he's like, no, like we are not together. It's nothing like that. We met one time. She was here for like some kind of like, I don't know, streaming event, gaming event, Comic-Con, something like that. But that was it. And I was like, I don't know. I get the vibe she kind of likes you. And I'm just going based on my woman's intuition here. And he's like, well, it's been a running joke with our friends that she likes me, but it's just a joke. Also, keep in mind, y'all, she at this time was living, I think, I could be wrong. Texas, I think. Um, she was actively in the process of moving here to DC where me and him both live. And I kind of asked him, I was like, well, like, why is she moving here? Not saying that she can't, like, you can move wherever you want to. But why is she moving to DC? And I specifically asked him, like, does she have family here? And he's like, no. And I don't think she's moving here for me. That would be really weird. Okay. I'm like, all right. Okay. So fast forward a couple of days later. At this point, me and Beatrice have each other on Instagram. We're playing games together. Y'all keep that shit in mind. She posts a story on her Instagram one day. And it's a picture. I'm sorry, it wasn't a picture. It was a TikTok. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to ask JoJo just to be sure, but I think she was making a TikTok and the background song was Glorilla, where she's like, I got 99 problems. Wait, skirt. He got 99 problems, but the biggest one is me. He got all these little bitches, but the biggest one is me. And there was a picture of him and a heart on the TikTok. And I was like, all right, wait a fucking minute. At this point, this shit ain't no damn joke. So at this point, I feel like this nigga has lied to me. He has lied to me before during our situation where he was entertaining this other bitch. I'm sorry, she wasn't a bitch. He was entertaining this other female and lied to me about it. So I figured this is the same bullshit, okay? So I basically messaged her, and let me see. I think I have the messages, y'all. Hold on. I found it. I found all the messages. Okay. So she posted, and this was September the 6th of this year. Sorry. So I think she had a different story up on the 6th, but the 7th was that story I just told you about. And I'm just like, hey, like, I really can't tell if, like, this is a joke or not. And I can't see the comment I wrote to the status because, you know, on Instagram, if you, like, send a message about the story and it's, like, connected to the story, it'll expire with the story. I basically asked her that, and she's like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, because he's so secretive. And at this point, like, she don't really know anything. And I'm, like, trying to get it out of her without being too obvious. And she's like, he's definitely mine. I said, see, now I gotta beat his ass because he told me it's just been a running joke, LOL. Now he lied to me. And I'm trying to keep it light, keep it friendly. Because, like, I have no animosity towards this person at this point. Because if I'm ever in a situation like this, and I have been in this situation a couple of times, unfortunately, I always keep it light because I don't ever want to blame the woman. Now, a lot of times, yes, the woman can also be part of the problem. But if my nigga was able to be taken in the first place, he can go ahead and be took, bitch. She's like, so he told you he wasn't with me? And when did y'all discuss this? I said, child, I should have known. I've known Aaron, I almost said his name, Aaron, 10 years, and we've been dating on and off for 3. We literally had a whole convo about this last week, and he told me it's just been a running joke in your friend group that you like him. But that it's nothing. Y'all can't read, but that it's nothing. And I was like, I don't know. I get the feeling she does, and he told me he wouldn't know. Well, now I'm gonna cuss him out. I had no idea. I hope there's no bad feelings between you and I, because he literally lied to my face. This girl goes, when was the last time you actually was with him? And I said, let me think, hold on, because it was recently. And she goes, that y'all actually fucked. Bitch, you really in my vagina right now. You was not my gynecologist. What's going on? So, I said, oh, within the last 2 to 3 weeks, for sure. He had come over in August, I think. We had sex. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. For many reasons. But also, I'm just at this point in my life that meaningless sex just doesn't do anything for me. And I don't feel that way about him that I felt maybe 2 years ago about him. So the sex was just boring. Because you know when you are in love with somebody and y'all have sex, that shit's awesome. But anyway, this is not what this video is about. We're going to continue on. And I said, oh, within the last 2 to 3 weeks for sure. I just don't remember the date. She's like, bet. And I'm like, that's insane to me. How long have y'all been together? She's not responding. So I send her a screenshot that I took of my text messages with him after this conversation with her. And I'm like, telling him like, oh, so you're actually with Beatrice, but you're lying to me. But now I know, legitimately leave me alone for good. I don't even want to be friends. This nigga responds, oh, oh. I should be the one saying, I'm like, LMAO, nigga, that's all you had to say? I'm like, how do you tell me that you want to spend your life with me and then let me sit up here in her stream not knowing there's something going on with y'all? Are you crazy? He's like, nope, not really. It's whatever, though. You got it. All right, bitch. So, and when I say sitting up at her stream, so she was also a streamer. So when she was playing video games, I was in there supporting her, commenting, watching and shit. So my whole thing is like, okay, you're telling me that this is just a friend, it's something going on, and you have me sitting in her fucking stream knowing there's some shit going on and knowing I'm crazy as fuck. Don't put me in this situation. And so I'm messaging her because at this point, I haven't talked to her. She hasn't been responding. So I'm like, okay, she must be sad. So basically, I'm like, please take him. This is the second time I've caught him lying to me about another woman. I am so sorry. I tried to send her a voice note, but I was in the gym and it wouldn't go through. But I told her I do want to answer any questions that you have because I'm not about to let him lie his way out of this one like he did with Sherry. That's the other girl's name. So by this point, hours go by. I haven't heard from her. He's not answering the phone. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So anyway, I went to support someone else on Twitch who was a mutual friend in their friend group. So I went and support her, and I did not know she was in that stream. Like, I had no fucking idea. Like, I went in there like, hey, girl, like, I hope you're having a good stream. And that was really it, I don't remember what she was playing at all. I just was like, I want to support people because I like when they support me. So I go in there, and apparently she's in there because she starts chatting. I'm like, oh, fuck. So she's in here. And I'm like, okay, this is really fucking awkward. And so basically, I feel like she starts shading me. So at one point, she asks her friend to play a song by Monaleo. And I can't remember which song it was. But it was basically a song about like, fuck these bitches, I'll beat your ass, some shit like that, typical shit. And I'm like, is she shading me? And a few times she was saying like about her bae in the chat and stuff. I'm like, okay, so this girl is really like wasting all this energy trying to piss me off. And that shit is like really wild to me. Like, girl, I didn't do shit to you. I've known this nigga for 10 fucking years. You've known him for a hot second. Like, why are you fighting with me? Why are we fighting? And so at this point, I'm also being petty. And I'm like, oh, I love Monaleo. I really like her song, Suck It Up. And that song is about basically me taking a bitch's nigga and giving him back because I don't fucking want him anyway. So since we're going to be petty, okay. So I hit her up. Because at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm going to give this bitch one more motherfucking chance. But I'm going to come to her directly. That's the kind of person I am. If you're going to be like shading me, subtly shading me and shit, I'm coming to your neck. So I'm like, are you okay? Because you seem to be shading me in this stream. And I'm not sure why. I didn't do anything to you. Aaron told me you liking him has been a joke for a long time. And that if you were moving to DC for him, that would be weird. If you have an issue, please have one with him and not me. This is a man I've talked about marriage and kids with. He never mentioned anything about y'all besides that it was a joke. But I don't appreciate the subtle shade. I'm a grown woman, so if you like to talk, we can talk. I'm sure you are hurt, and I don't understand why you think I wouldn't be as well. Because you're not the only victim, girl. Like, I should have been hip to this already, but still, you're not the only victim. This girl responds 2 hours later talking about, stop texting him. You said what you needed to say, now what? Bitch, are you his bodyguard? It's giving Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. What the fuck is going on? And I'm like, girl, what? You're fighting me over a nigga I told you that I just wanted to be friends with days ago. Because that was the truth. After we had sex and shit, and after like I saw there was no change in any of his behavior, I was like, nah, nigga, we can be friends. He's the one who wanted to go out on dates because he was asking me to go out on dates. Specifically, he kept asking me to go to Metro Bar in Northeast DC. Okay. The same person I fucked raw and have done so for 3 years. No, that shit's not true. We only fucked raw one time. It's not y'all business. Anyway, the one that called you a joke? Hello? LOL, the one I've met his sister and best friend, and he knows all my family. When my dad just asked about him recently, which was the truth, my dad literally had asked him asked me about him. Like, oh, how is he doing? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you sound crazy. You don't know Aaron at all. You're beefing with me when he told me y'all were just friends and he didn't even know if you liked him. Like, let's not do this. Because I can literally let you talk to my sisters and my friends about Aaron. And that's true. None of my close people like him. My parents obviously don't know, like, the full details because I don't tell them that stuff. But anyone who really knows me does not like that man. And I said, so let me block you because I'm not arguing over a nigga who is living in his mother's basement and acting like his dad. His dad ain't shit, y'all. And I ain't gonna tell all his business. Well, nah, because shit, hold up. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you. I was gonna say, like, y'all don't know who this is anyway, but I'm gonna leave it off of here. But it's hot. It's scalding hot tea. It's hot. But I'll keep it to myself for now. I have no issue with you, but you're coming at me crazy over someone you've met one time. And in case you were confused, LOL, when he's done playing with you as his internet friend, please tell him don't come bother me because he does it all the fucking time. And so I sent her a picture of me and him. Like, just so you fucking know, bitch. This is the picture before you even fucking existed in this whole situation. I said, the nigga just fucked me last month and you standing up for him like Boo Boo the Fool. You're a pretty girl and smart. And I lied. The girl is hit. The girl is hit. So one of my friends, who shall remain nameless, literally calls her. She said she looked like that. Okay. Other friends have said she looked like a cockroach. And, like, I'm not even being funny, y'all. Like, if she was pretty and I meant it, I'd be okay with that. Like, at least she would be a bad bitch, right? Like, the other girl, Sherry, that he had entertained while me and him were also talking, she was pretty. This girl. All right. This ain't what the story's about anyway. But I'm just saying, the girl's hit. And I'm not Beyonce. But damn, you're fighting me over a nigga I don't want. Don't be that chick. Seriously, it's really childish. I'm pushing 30. This girl's pushing 40, mind you. You're blaming me as the female who didn't know anything about you. Please do better because this ain't it, sweetie. So at this point, I block her because I kind of just felt like if I didn't block her, I was going to keep going in on her. And I was going to be a bitch. And I didn't want to start talking shit about her because I ain't trying to be that way. But I was just pissed. So I eventually did, talk to him, I think like the next day or maybe the day after or something. And he's just like, we are not together. Still saying they ain't together. He's like, I'm entertaining her and yeah, we're talking, but it's nothing serious. Never had sex with her. Blah, 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 blah. Same shit. Like, literally the same shit. Never at any point that I have talked to him since then has he claimed her. Has he told me that he loves her? He told me that was his girlfriend. Nothing. He hasn't told me a word. Now, my issue with her, I just spit. My issue with her is that she kept attacking me on social media after blocking me. And I'm like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? Like, she tried to call me her stalker because me and her were in that Twitch stream at the same time. I'm like, girl, like, I literally went in there because I only had a few people that were currently streaming. It was a black woman, and I wanted to go fucking support her. I didn't know your dusty, raggedy, musty ass was going to be in there. Like, nobody is stalking you. So I didn't like that shit. And I kind of told him, I was like, please get her in check. I said, because I am not the one to play with. And he's like, yeah, I know, but do you really think like if I was dealing with her, I would have y'all in the same stream and playing the same games together and stuff? So at this point, he is still constantly denying that there's anything going on with them. But I don't give a fuck. I do not give a flying fuck anymore. I don't care. He is a shitty person. I would not want to be friends with him. I would not feed him dog food if he was laying in a box on the street. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know how else to put it. I don't care. But yeah, I was not going to tell this story because I had been said like, oh, I am done with him. And then he somehow always comes up in another fucking video. Anyway, that's really the story. We're not talking. The girl blocked me on everything. I blocked her on everything. And I will say the last thing that I had come across his Facebook page. And sometime, I think it was like that day. So I don't know. I always have this intuition. And for what? Like, what's the reason? And she had basically tagged him and was like, happy anniversary. I don't know if it said I love you. I can't remember. But it was like, happy anniversary, bae, or some shit like that. The nigga didn't like it. He didn't comment, nothing. And y'all know I'm a little petty. So I screenshot it. And I sent it to him. He's like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. He's like, that it's been a year since she hopped in my DMs or whatever. I'm like, you just gonna keep motherfucking lying. If you want to be with shark bait, ooh ha ha. Shark bait, ooh ha ha. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to lie to me. Because you will never touch this creme de la Miriam again. You will never go on a date with me again. Any chance in hell that we had together, that shit is gone, bitch. It's gone. I'm gonna wrap this video up. But something that I'm gonna tell y'all, like I told her, I'm pushing 30. It is December the 16th of 2022 right now. My birthday is in 5 days and I'm turning 28. I want to be able to start a family. I want to settle down. I want to have kids. I want to have that kind of life. And I know for the next person that I'm with, I'm not taking no shit. I'm not taking no shit. I'm just not. There was a TikTok video that I saw recently, and that shit spoke so many facts. It was spitting facts everywhere, okay? It was a black lady who was saying that a lot of women will not leave a man for making a mistake. And we're going to assume she was talking about probably cheating or entertaining another female. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. A lot of women will not leave a situation because of one mistake. But once they have forgiven you for that mistake and you keep doing that shit over and over, at this point, it is a pattern. You kept doing the same shit that you said you weren't going to do anymore. Now it's a motherfucking pattern. And now we leave because you stupid. You look stupid. I look stupid. But that's something that I've learned is that for my next relationship, my next situation, I will not be taking no bullshit. You cheat on me? Oh, honey, it's done. It's no second chance. We're done. You guys, I swear, this is my last video talking about this man. Was that a sign that I'm lying? This is probably my last time talking about this man. But if you have related to me at any point during this video, if you like plus size content, you like story times, you like music, anything like that, please press subscribe and like this video before you leave. Send me a comment below. I love reading y'all comments because y'all be ratchet and funny. It is like the highlight of my day. I haven't made a video in a year and I'll get a comment almost every other day and I'll be cracking the fuck up, y'all. Comment below. Tell me what you think about this story. Tell me what you would do if you were in this situation. Tell me how your love life is going and that it's less shitty than mine. And if it's not less shitty than mine, you can also share. But I love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you for not judging me because I know I'm a hot mess. But I'm fun. I'm cool. it's time to end this video. Thank you guys again. I will be seeing you guys again soon. And like I said, the beginning of 2023, we're going to have a video. We might have one before then. But I will be doing a video every single week in 2023. I am so fucking excited, y'all. I love y'all to the moon and back. That will never motherfucking change. I feel like singing Jackson. I just keep cussing. What's going on? I love y'all to the moon and back. That will never ever change. I will see you guys again very soon. I am too far away from the camera to give you a kiss and do out like that. So we're just gonna see you later.